and if it is not properly monitored or implemented, some people will hijack the situation, just like what you said earlier about the customs. All those seized bag of rice are now being repackaged,
repackaged
for consumption into 25 kilograms.
Yes.
And for you to partake in that particular palliative, which is being sold at about 10,000 naira, you must come with your NIN.
Your NIN and 10,000 naira cash, not transfer.
Not transfer.
Yes.
Now, don't be surprised that some, I'm sorry to use the word unscrupulous people who want to come out there and say, okay, let's go out there, buy as many as possible, and go out there to resell.
But the beauty of this whole thing is this. What I saw was that once someone has you have your NIN, you can only buy one. You cannot buy two. You can't buy
But don't be
3.
surprised that this is Nigeria, that you can have 10 of your family members.
Yes,
go out there and buy with the NIN,
as far as you
and
have
come back again and rebag and sell to Nigerians
as far as you have
exorbitant prices.
But from what I saw yesterday, it will definitely be impossible for people to rebag. It's a half bag of rice. And even if you bring 9 of your family members that have NIN, the stress you're going through, because at a point they had to call in the Nigerian army to help.
But for me, I love that particular monitoring. Fantastic.
Yes.
So if all those things are being done, proper monitoring, and do the implementation. You recall the governor of your state saying that they didn't receive the 30,000 billion naira. So what exactly is happening concerning that one? That's a different ball game. For this particular one, that the federal government is saying, all seized goods should be made out, that Nigerians should buy at a very much cheaper rate. So it's a welcome development. Let me quickly read through some of the steps taken by the federal government concerning that particular initiative to ensure that food prices get reduced in the country. And for us to also ensure that Nigerians, I keep saying and using the word, get back to smile in the country. Because when you go out on the street, you see a lot of people annoyed. Well, you don't see that aura in them smiling, telling you that, oh, we are hungry. The federal government needs to put in some mechanism in place. The president also directed the IGP, the NSA, the DSS to monitor warehouses, hoarding food items across the country. So if the security architectures personnel are out there to ensure that all houses or warehouses hoarding food items are being nipped in bulk, they feel those things will get better.
We do hope so, and we do hope that the implementation of the policy of the federal government kicks in quickly. So we have reduced food prices and, of course, reduced fuel price, because this is where all of this emanated from, the increment in fuel price, such that you go to the market.
The issue of subsidy removal.
And someone tells you, because of, sometimes they even say because of the dollar. You're trying to buy pork.
That's another different problem.
You're trying to buy
because
fish.
I wonder how a vegetable seller is telling us that there's a dollar hike. That's why the prices of vegetables are increasing in the country. So for those people who are even doing local production, who are producing from their own various homes, or planting from their own various homes, they tell you that when I go out there to sell, they sell at exorbitant prices.
No,
so it shows that there is this what we call inhumanity to man.
No, one thing someone has said, I was talking to an analyst weeks ago, and he said that there's a chain of, for instance, now the subsidy is removed, fuel increase. The manufacturer or even the local production person has to impute the pricing into his product, be able to sell, because everyone uses generator for business and all of that. So you may not entirely blame people making these things. Look at bread. It's at a high price, over 1,000 naira now. And you know, you might be toying, some people might be toying with the idea of making it in their homes and all of that. But even if you want to make it in your homes, the price of gas is still there. It's on the increase.
It's on the increase.
The price, if you have to use power, maybe power your generator, you have to buy fuel.
And you recall that tanker drivers, they had 2-day strike.
Oh my!
It was
hectic.
Very hectic for Nigerians.
Hectic.
We saw the queues back
everywhere. Everywhere.
And, and some fuel stations were selling at exorbitant prices.
600 now.
So, but for me,
630 naira now is 650.
yeah,
Some fuel stations.
Some fuel stations, and I bought yesterday at 660.
I bought at 660. Wow.
Yeah. And when you go to some of these NNPC fuel station,
there's always queue.
There's always queue.
There's always a queue there.
What is happening concerning price control, you fellows? We should be able to look at this angle that which of the agencies responsible to ensuring price control in the country, so that when this one is selling at this price, someone jokingly posted on Facebook yesterday that, do you want me or a bag of rice? Surprisingly, Theophilos, a lot of Nigerians were going for a bag of rice.
Yes. A bag of rice is...
It's now the necessity that they want at home. And I told someone that may we not get to that era where, you know, when we were growing up, there's this, we used to know that eating rice...
every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Or Christmas Day.
Or Christmas Day. So
one special festivity.
Yeah, that's when you start smelling that aroma of the jollof rice. Oh, you're in the same spirit. So that's why let's the federal government also look at this issue of price control. If you're going after those who are ordering food items, there should be a need to do price control. You don't wake up and just put your own price at this price. Why others are doing this? Why? Very the federal government should also look at that. Also, in the key point agenda of the president at that particular meeting with the state governors, the president charged the governors to pay attention to livestock development. So let's have more development in the livestock. So all this boils down to issue of local food production in the country. So when we're able to do all this, utilize that backyard of yours that you're using for parking space, that backyard of yours that you are using to add more additional houses for people to come and live in. Why not turn it into a mini farm?
Yeah.
Why not turn it into a mini farm? Because you eat something fresh from the farm.
I can tell you that my mother-in-law taught me something. Who came to the house over a year ago and planted bitter leaf. So, in some sense, I don't have to buy that in the market. It's there.
Because it's fresh.
It's fresh.
You know, the lessons from this, I was telling my children, I said, say, this particular time we are in, you don't take food to the school and you return that food home and you say you're not eating.
You must eat it.
You must eat and you don't waste food. Those are the lessons.
Very important.
That's what I said. Moderation must be in.
Yes.
Cut your code according to what you got.
So we have to take a quick break. Let's pay some bills. Then we will return to have further discussions. Stay tuned.
Most area councils in the Federal Capital Territory has witnessed an unprecedented rise in criminal